I think you did great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Shall I even bother to sit down?
No. Call the meeting to order and stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to ask if there are any comments from the public outside of the agenda. Jesse?
Yes. As you know, I'm Jesse Garner. I'm active in the Firewise community, which is growing leaps and bounds. It's been here a long time, North Shore, but now we have 60 or more sites in South Shore, Nevada and California. Our residents are feeling comfort in knowing that they can get insurance and they can get a reduction of cost by a small percentage if their community is Firewise and they're keeping up their defensible space. I'm here to thank South Tahoe Public Utility for the 3 sites that you have in my community: the tower, the water tower, the small patch. I think it's still fenced in down on Coal Creek, and of course your filtration plant right there off of the Pioneer Trail. A current effort underway in the communities is to define in a map form the risk areas around the communities. That's the public lands, natural geography, and the utilities, public schools, and fire hydrants. So Melanie has provided me with an updated copy of the fire hydrants in my neighborhood. I expect she's going to get a few more requests with this mapping effort. And I'll be back next month to tell you what the National Fire Protection Association theme is for 26th. They meet in Las Vegas in 2 weeks, and we'll know after that what their theme is. I wish they'd get it off earlier, because we get cranking around the 1st of May. I gotta wait until end of June and July to get a theme over. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
For your kind words.
Yeah. And just as you already know, that we are pretty actively engaged in doing our fuels reduction in and around a lot of our infrastructure. We're working with the CTC and others to receive grants for that, so it's hopefully no burden on our ratepayers. And so it's very important to us, and obviously we have critical infrastructure that's very important in an event of a fire. So thank you so much for your support in the community. All right, anything else from the board on that? All right. Moving on to item number 3, corrections to the agenda or consent calendar. None? Anything from the board? No? Okay, do we have a motion to adopt the consent calendar, item 4?
I'll move to adopt the consent calendar.
Second. Thank you. No consent items brought forward for item 5, so we're moving on to 6A. Fiscal year 2026-2027 water and sewer service charge rates. Andrea. I can't keep
I'll be offended. Good afternoon, President Ramos and Directors. The district's complex water, wastewater, and recycled water systems require ongoing maintenance, replacement, and improvements. Current ongoing revenue streams are not adequate to pay for necessary facility improvements such as community-wide fire flow, as well as outdated water and wastewater system upgrades. Although the district is continuously making improvements, much of the infrastructure was built in the early 1960s, so it will take many years to complete the necessary system improvements. Based on the district's needs with regard to aging infrastructure, we are proposing a 6.5% rate increase effective July 1st, 2026. This results in a $5.14 increase in water and $4.24 in sewer, a total of $9.38 cents for a typical resident each month. This is based on a 3/4 connection and 4,500 gallons of water, as well as 3 sewer units. As much as the community is experiencing inflation in the everyday cost of living, South Tahoe Public Utility District is experiencing the same in all areas, including operating and maintenance expenses. A prime example of this is a significant increase in utilities. STPUD is Liberty Utilities' largest customer and has experienced a 132% increase from 2015-2016. Furthermore, supply chains of materials have been dramatically affected for numerous reasons, resulting in longer lead times and increased costs. The district demonstrates its commitment to keeping costs as low as possible through the attainment of more than $19 million in grants and $99 million in subsidized low-interest rate loans over the past 10 years. This has resulted in the lowest water and sewer rates in the Tahoe region. The rates reflected on this chart are the most current as of May 15, 2026. The district realizes that rate increases create financial challenges for its customers and as such offers financial assistance programs up to 400% of the federal poverty guidelines. Additional information can be found on the STPUD website. On May 16, 2024, the Board of Directors passed Ordinance Number 58924, which included 5 years' worth of rates for both water and sewer service. The ordinance adopted the maximum increase of 9.5% for fiscal years 2024-25 through 28-29, but requires confirmation by resolution from the Board for effective rate increases in each of the fiscal years covered by the current Proposition 218. During the May 19, 2026 budget workshop, the Board directed staff to incorporate the proposed 6.5% water and sewer rate increases into the proposed budget and bring forward the resolutions for Board action in this meeting. Customer outreach on these proposed rates have occurred via communication on bills, local press releases, the district website, emails, and more recently, a presentation at the May 21st, 2026 Board meeting. Since the earliest communication, the Board has received 25 responses with only 2 supporting the actual increase. Are there any questions?
Any questions or comments from the Board? Yeah, we've been working through this for the last few months and have had a couple workshops as well as a presentation at the last Board meeting, so I think we're pretty abreast of what's coming forward, and I guess I just want to open it up to the public if there's any comments from the public on this item.
One just quickly. So in the last 2 weeks, we only had 2 additional comments.
Okay, are there any public comments on this item? Seeing none, what would you like us to consider?
The requested Board action is to approve Resolution Number 3332-26, confirming the water and sewer service charge rate increase of 6.5% for fiscal year 26-27.
Do you have a motion?
So moved.
All second.
Thank you, Andrea. Moving on to item 6B, I think this is yours again, fiscal year 2026-2027 Water Enterprise Fund budget.
The fiscal year 26-27 water fund proposed budget is in the amount of $45.2 million. It's fully funded and includes a 6.5% increase in service charge rates. The budget includes $23.1 million for capital projects, $3.5 million for debt service, $7.4 million for operations and maintenance, and $11 million for salaries and benefits. Are there any questions?
Any questions from the Board or comments from the Board?
And also your earlier comments, yeah, we've been kind of marching down this path for quite a while, so all my questions have been addressed.
I'll open up the public comment. Is there anybody that would like to comment on this particular item? Seeing none, what would you like us to consider?
The requested Board action is to adopt Resolution 3333-26 for the fiscal year 26-27 Water Enterprise Fund budget and authorize staff to incorporate any adjustments or changes necessary because of Board action.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second. This is your Board meeting.
It is. Yeah.
Thank you. Moving on to item 6C, fiscal year 2026-2027 sewer enterprise fund budget.
The fiscal year 26-27 sewer fund proposed budget is in the amount of $44.1 million, is fully funded, and includes a 6.5% increase in service charge rates. The budget includes $12 million for capital projects, $4.8 million for debt service, $11.1 million for operations and maintenance, and $16.1 million for salaries and benefits. Are there any questions?
Any questions, comments from the board? Joel? No? Are there any comments or questions from the public on this item? Seeing none, what would you like us to consider?
The requested board action is to adopt Resolution 3334-26 for the fiscal year 26-27 sewer enterprise fund budget and authorize staff to incorporate any adjustments or changes necessary as a result of board action.
Thank you. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Beautiful beach view.
It is.
I wish I was going somewhere.
I wish so too. Nothing.
No questions. I've said my stuff in the meeting. So.
Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Moving on to item 7, standing and ad hoc committee and liaison reports. You want to start with yourself, Nick?
Nothing for me.
Same. Nothing. Yeah, we didn't have any meetings for me either. Nick? Nothing?
No, I didn't have any. Looking forward to water meeting next week.
Okay, great. Any board member reports?
I guess just to echo some of the comments from the previous meeting, I think the outreach prior to everything with the budgetary process rates was incredibly effective. Anecdotally, I go to a lot of dog parties in the Tahoe neighborhood, and you know, as I just said, you know, kind of open it up if people wanted to give me grief, and they just started providing the reasons and rationale for why this was being done. And so I think, you know, that spoke volumes to me, and I think also reflected in the lack of volumes of comments we had received, and, you know, reading through those comments, what was expressed within them, I think was a communal effort, and I think really spoke to our community and their understanding of, you know, that we represent the community, we represent their interests, and that we want to invest to make sure that they're going to succeed in the future. And that was what was really captured to me, and I think that was a testament to everybody out there, so really do appreciate that.
Yeah, and I would echo all of Nick's comments, and I did have one person come up to me since the last board meeting, and I just kind of reiterated what was, you know, had already been said, whether it be in media or at meetings or workshops, and they just kind of went, oh, well, that all makes sense. And so that's how I feel. I feel that this makes sense, and even though the vote's already taken place, I don't think any one of us on this board takes it lightly when we vote on these increases.
Yeah, I just want to say I appreciate the staff work that's gone into this and the restructuring we've been doing. I think there's more work to be done. I said it in the meeting before that I didn't support the rate increase, and that's okay, but I think there'll be more data to come out of it, and I think the data has led to a lesser increase, and that's why I stand with what I said that. So.
I just wanted to, again, I was at the staff ECC meeting the last time that we had, and just wanted the board to know that I definitely made some good positive comments to staff, because here we are launching into the building season, and our crews and our people are very visible out there working, and I get nothing but positive comments back from my constituents and people that reach out to me, just how professional they are, and it's wide ranging, right? It's from the front desk staff to the outreach staff to the water resource folks. I mean, it's pretty wide ranging. And so I just wanted you all to know that, in terms of public image and how we are viewed in the community, it's very positive. And I'm just proud to be a part of that, helping, where I can. But I just wanted to share that with the board that, I'm just getting those positive comments for our staff and from our community.
And I would say the same, yeah. I would say the same.
Okay, moving on to item 9, staff and attorney reports. Do we have anything? Nothing? No, I noticed City of Salt Lake Tahoe is having some kind of workshop tomorrow, or 2 of them. Is that something that's on our staff's agenda? I think it's more of a kind of a hearing session. I guess it's at the college. No? No. I think it's kind of a listening session. As I just caught a quick thing from the chamber. It looked like it was something popping up tomorrow. I don't know exactly what it was, but it seemed to me like it was an opportunity for the city to kind of hear from their public and understand anything that's going on in their world that they need to know about. So I was just curious if our staff was engaged on that anyway. And then I understand there was an EIP workshop yesterday. Is that right? Excuse me. Yeah. Anything to report on that? Sorry, Shelley, for calling you.
The Environmental Improvement Program, which constitutes 80 agencies working on lake-saving projects around Lake Tahoe, just did a big revamp of our marketing outreach materials. So the logo's been updated. There's a new website. It's called RestoreTahoe.com. It's spectacular. As South Tahoe Public Utility District, we're a part of it through the Tahoe Water for Fire Suppression Partnership. So the projects that we log in the Environmental Improvement Program tracker are water for fire infrastructure projects. So yesterday's training was all 80 agencies that are a part of the Environmental Improvement Program were invited, and it was how to use these marketing tools so that we're consistently messaging across the lake. So more ideas to come, and it'll very much be prominent at the Tahoe Summit this summer, which is in August at Sand Harbor.
Thank you. And I think I'm mistaken on the City of Salt Lake Tahoe thing. I think it's next Tuesday. Sorry. All right. Anything else? Any attorney reports or anything else? No? Okay. Moving on to item 10, General Manager Report.
Just a couple of things. We're going to be talking about Alpine County in closed session, obviously, but I just wanted to report that we had a really good meet and greet with Sam Booth, who's the new executive officer for Alpine County. Myself, Shelley, Adrian, and Chris Stanley went down there and gave Sam, as well as one of our other employees, a tour of our facilities, and that went really well. And I think just based on the dialogue that took place over that 2 or 3 hour period, it feels like we will definitely be able to build a productive relationship with him and his staff going forward. So that was really positive. Yeah. And then just one other thing I wanted to point out with Aqua, and I think you all have the new Aqua news in front of you. Ever since Dave Akerton left the agency, who was the executive director, probably a year ago, That permanent position has remained vacant. But the board just recently appointed a woman by the name of Carla Nemeth as the new executive director. Big hitter, they got. Since 2018, she's actually been the director of the California Department of Water Resources. So she has obviously a ton of experience in water. So, and she's in the 116-year history of Aqua, she is the first woman executive director. So that was kind of positive news, yeah. So now I think she'll be a great addition to that program. You'll probably see her, I guess, the next conference you go to, Shane. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Thank you for that. Moving on to item 11, there's the notice of past and future meetings. And I think we're going to adjourn this meeting and open the closed session.